been nothing but challenging, and shifting him has been difficult. Asking him to do anything has been difficult. And Kemala is usually a superstar. I'm actually gonna go over and see if I can coax her a bit. Kemala? Yes, you.
Hello, Kemala.
I always say that if Kemala can inconvenience you in any way, that makes her day.
Yeah.
She has we've worked together for the last 12 years. And I very rarely have easy days with Kemala. We have this mutual kind of understanding. I say it's a love-hate, like I love her and she hates me. And I don't think she loves any of us, but I think she hates some of us a little less. And I think I fall into that bracket. So I'll take what I can get, right? It's a tiger. I don't have high expectations. Harry works great for everyone. But Kemala is, she's stuck in her ways, and there's little subtleties with her. And my sister actually used to do wild encounters, and we used to do tours with these guys. And when I would do training sessions with her, I could get away with a lot, which was nice. And then she told me that other people during the tours would try to train her, and she refused. So those little things, like doesn't want me to know that, but I knew that. So it makes me think that we just have this little bond that keeps me going. But yeah, Kemala's 18, so she's 17 to 22 is average lifespan. So these are our Sumatran tigers, so our smallest subspecies of tiger. These are the only two in Canada. There's only 62 in North America, 333 in global breeding programs, so internationally, and then less than 400 in the wild. So these are two of less than 900 left on the planet. So that makes them, I think, very special. And I know. Like I'm obviously extremely biased, but I think they are the most beautiful tiger subspecies. And even on the topic of subspecies, it changes every week. So the IUCN, who actually identifies animals in terms of they're endangered, they're near threatened or near endangered, critically endangered, they only recognize two subspecies. So we're a little bit, I don't know if we're a little bit behind the ball or we're a little bit stubborn, because it would completely throw a wrench into your entire breeding program. So these guys are called Sunda tigers. So they would be in the same boat as your Javan and your Bali. Both are extinct now. So it's just the Sumatran left. And then your other remaining 5 are called continental tigers. They actually couldn't find enough of a distinction genetically between the Amur, the Bengal, the Indo-Chinese. Like they all kind of, besides geography, they didn't think there was enough to actually distinguish them as separate subspecies. Honestly, it comes down to who publishes what. I just started doing my master's, and then so I'm reading a lot more articles coming out, and yeah, it's just whatever I think gets out there the most and who publishes what is what people grab and go with. In North America, we identify the 6, because we have active SSPs for Sumatran, Malaysian, and Amur. So I think we'll continue to manage them until we probably have enough to change that. But the most recent publication in like 2023 was only 4 making. So we have up to 9 with 3 extinct, which is what we follow, 6 alive, 3 extinct, and then ICUN has the 2, and then most recent one was 4. So yeah, it changes. Taxonomy doesn't know what it's doing, because you really have to set a variable on or level of confidence that allows you to determine how significant of a change a difference is, right? So it's a little fluffy, but so Kemala is one of 2. Harry's over there, probably gonna start whining at her soon. We've had these guys, we got him in 2011, her in 2012. You guys already know a little bit about them, so they haven't successfully had cubs, unfortunately, in their time here. So they are out of the breeding program. since I've been working with these guys to put them together in terms of a social grouping. We always have to have what we call like a howdy, which is mesh access between them, because they just look for each other and they whine and they pace and they want to get to each other. We actually might be making a little bit of headway towards that. We do have some upcoming meetings to discuss the potential. Harry, unfortunately, when he first got here, he was 3, and they put him with the old female, and he did kill her. And it happened so fast that there's not much intervention. So when he, in his younger years, when I was trying this, it was pretty much that he had the one thing I love about Kemala is she's actually not a food motivated cat at all. Sometimes we do these, you sit? We'll do, we'll do a session where we'll do a really good poke, and right up, all the way. We'll do a really good poke, and I'm like, oh, here, jackpot, take everything. And she just walks away. She's like, I'm not that hungry. So I think she does like the mental stimulation part of it.
Yeah.
Put up, okay. Oh, you're gonna pretend like you're nice. Can you lean in? All the way. Touch the mesh. Line yourself up. I know. You know what I'm asking. All the way there. There we go. Okay, lean in. Good. So you kind of see how she swings that back hip in? So we would hold the needle out there. And we would hold it out, and then she would apply the pressure. We'd be able, and once we knew that she was comfortable, then we'd be able to. We always have a 2-person protocol, which is why I'm not super mocking it, because it's just a safety. I can't take my eyes off her from the front. You want to do it again? We have a good lineup now. Lean in. Good. We have a plan. That was it was before my time. So I've only worked with these guys, and I came when they were fresh. Yeah. They were both young, fresh. Yeah, no, like unfortunately, this is not continuing with the species. They will be getting out of them.
It was nice what you said. Have the smaller subspecies with the larger.
Yeah. I think it's because they say that there's mothers in Canada that have them that are going to keep them. Right? That's not good out of them. Yeah. Yeah. It's like orangutans, like, I honestly think that they might have been on the chopping block if they just didn't build like an exhibit. And it's because we've been trying to get out to continue the cycle of what all orangutans should be able to do, and to breed and pair up.
And see how well our mother will do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another baby.
Yeah. And we've been doing this for 4 years with permitting U.S. Wildlife, CFIA, and it just got canceled. And facilities don't want to work with us because of the red tape involved. So we kind of have orangutans that are here that, can't breed, and that's not fair. Like, Bali needs to go off and get a female, and Jenga needs to go off. So, them I kind of get a little bit more. The cool thing with these guys, why I'm also advocating for them, is that they're under what's called a GSMP, Global Species Management Plan, which means that we have 5 regional plans. Ours is called an SSP, and that's how we manage. There's the EEP, but with tigers, or with Sumatran tigers, they're under WAZA, so they have a global. So when we get recommendations, I have a list of the most genetic valuable lilies from 1 to 66. So this global plan is from 1 to 333. So all of them are managed genetically in one giant group because the numbers are that dire that they need to go that route.
So you think it's easier to get one from Europe than?
Oh yeah, we could, and I have good ties with the SSP. Like I know the coordinator really well, and she was saying right now, unfortunately, the zoos in Indonesia they're human facilities, and they have problem tigers that go over that. We can't release these animals. I know, and to bring one over would be nothing for us. There's a little bit red tape over in Indonesia because they're a little bit, but bringing that genetics, to bring in new genetics like that would be so much for, yeah.
Yeah, she's beautiful. I love the Malayan one too, but they have feeder strains.
They have, these guys have greater than 23, and all the other subspecies have less than 23. Yeah. So I would probably say they might have a little bit more because a lot of the stripe pattern depends on density of space, right? Like your Amers are probably, they're a lot thicker and kind of more spread apart, whereas these guys just that dense, yeah, they're the thinnest. These guys also have the longest whiskers, but they're the thinnest and closest together. It's just based on
So, so quiet and character. The other two, it's like respectful of the space.
yeah. Manju's got she's a lovely animal. She's fantastic. Like ideally, you don't surround carnivores. Not
Yeah.
the best.
Give them a roll.
Yeah. So we are working on putting in some cedars and stuff. We've our two leopards. It's just the males eat, sleep, mark a territory, breed, and then they sleep again. Yeah. Whereas your females, like they have cubs, right? And
Yeah.
they need to teach those cubs how to hunt, and they need to go out and get food. Try to keep their den protected. Come back, feed them. Like, you know, they'll find a pig in the wild and take out a back leg and stand back, teach the cubs how to take down that pig the rest of the way and stuff. Like, they have to be smarter. Yeah. Males are long gone. And we definitely see that with these two. Although I think Harry would have made a really lovely father. But I know in Europe, they're a little bit more progressive, and I think they worry a lot less than we do. But there was videos of a Sumatran female and her cubs, and they just let the male in.
Is that the Scottish?
I think so.
The
Chester?
British? Yeah.
Yeah, Chester, yeah. And I was just watching the
And
video,
I'm thinking,
like, oh my
I'm
god.
thinking to myself too, like,
Just mom in general, right? Like, Kemala would have been a fantastic mom because she's just, no one would mess with her cubs.
oh, no one's gonna mess with her.
But yeah, it's. I know a lot of facilities do different things, right?
Yeah, and which one's right? Is there a right?
I honestly, anything that I think there shouldn't be a right and wrong necessarily. I think it should be very, and that's what I think we're trying to get our messaging across. Is like